Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Welcome to the Catering Circle live show season 8. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jassim Hussain and I'll be your host for tonight. We'll be finding solutions to problems facing our catering industry. As always, this platform has become the backbone for tackling the solutions the catering industry is facing with the issues in this hospitality sector. Whether that's adapting to technology or to rising costs or to menu innovation, all the way to the most precious asset of all, the staff. We're here together to hold on to and grow our multi-billion-pound industry, a heritage built by our community elders. The chefs and the staff will always be at the heart of any catering business, and so tonight's topic in episode 4 is a very fitting one. It's creative chef. Now, regular viewers will be familiar with the talent show format. Tonight we have 5 contestants from across the UK who will... Helal Malik's just joining us. Welcome, sir. From across the UK, who will share their success stories and give us their insights. We will have 3 rounds of battle of questioning and problem solving, and through each round, one candidate will be eliminated through each round. And finally, at the end of the show, one will be crowned the winner of the talent show and will be going into the restaurant business conference. The contestants will be judged by the judges here tonight. And dear contestants, absolutely no pressure. These are some of the nicest judges you'll ever meet, I'm telling you. So on that note, I'd like to begin by introducing our panel judges on my right here, in no particular order, and certainly needs no introduction. He's the chairman of Channels Television, the chief advisor of Catering Circle. He's one of the pioneers in the curry sector. He played a key role in the changing in the British dining habits and helping to popularise the curry as a unique dish. Community champion and a philanthropist, and has devoted much of his time to bridging the gap between communities. His recognition is beyond valuation. He's pillar of our community. I give you Mr. Ahmed Chowdhury, JP. Welcome, sir. As-salamu. Pleasure to have you. Walaikum salam. Our second panel judge, she's the founder, president of the British Bangladeshi Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs, producer of Bangladesh's first ever international reality show, Forgotten Roots, director of Pillar Productions Limited, director of Bridge Global Limited. Dilara has a wealth of experience in charity, voluntary sector, education, local government, and extensive experience and expertise in the senior management in the NHS. I give you and welcome Sister Dilara Khan. Welcome, sister.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. And finally, but by no means least, our third panel judge is the president of the BBCA, executive member of the Catering Circle, vice president Bangladeshi Centre UK, finalist of Restaurant Star Show Awards 2018, winner of the Catering Circle Talent Show 2017, successful entrepreneur, owner of Bailiff in London. Please welcome Mr. Tofozzul Miah.
Assalamu alaikum. What a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you. Now, our panel judges will have 20% vote each. Therefore, 60% of the votes are with our panel judges. A big chunk, actually. I'm just glad it's not my job to do that. I'm on this side of the show. So tonight's topic, let's go for a short clip of Creative Chef.
Episode 4, Creative Chef. Join us on a journey into the world of culinary innovation, where chefs are transforming dining experiences with their boundless creativity. Creative chefs are visionaries, blending tradition with innovation to craft dishes that are a feast for the eyes and a delight to the palate. For many creative chefs, each dish is an empty canvas, waiting to be filled with a burst of flavors, colors, and textures. Combining local flavors with exotic ingredients and traditional methods with cutting-edge techniques, their creations stand out in the culinary world. In the era of social media, their brand identity is expressed through compelling visual storytelling, reaching a wide audience. They don't just serve food, they create experiences, immersing guests in a culinary journey that is both personal and interactive. Creativity extends to the bottom line. Efficient ingredient use and streamlined kitchen practices minimize waste and maximize savings. Revenue growth thrives on innovation. High-margin specials and strategic promotions keep diners coming back for more, ensuring sustainable success. Looking ahead, these chefs embrace sustainability and explore upcoming food trends, staying ahead of the curve.
So, those are some of the points we'll be looking to hear from our contestants today about their dishes, the USP, and the standout names for their dishes. So, we know the panel judges have 60% of the votes. The rest of the 40% actually goes to the special judges on my left here. They have 10% each, and they've left me none. So, thank you very much. I would like to begin introducing our special judges. Special judges, a latecomer, Mr. Helal Malik. Thank you for stepping in last minute. He is a very successful entrepreneur and a businessman, and he is the executive member of the Catering Circle and a very familiar face to the show. Welcome, Mr. Helal Malik. Wa alaikum salam. Our second special judge, also a very familiar face and a famous celebrity chef, Best Asian and Oriental Chef of the year 2012 and 2013, a successful businessman with 2 award-winning UK restaurants, a purser with British Airways cabin crew for 20 years. I welcome Mr. Sabbir Karim.
Assalamu alaikum. Pleasure to be here again.
Pleasure to have you, sir. Our third special judge is an executive chef at the Lalit London, executive chef of Holiday Inn Mayfair at IHG, Hilton Worldwide and Marriott International, a master's in hospitality at International Hospitality Vatel, France, 3 years diploma in hotel management and catering and applied nutrition hotel management, Mr. Arun Dasgupta.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. And last but not least, our fourth special judge is an executive member of the Catering Circle, organising secretary BCA, Mr. Fawad Hussain Tipu. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Good to have you. So
Thank
those
you.
are our panel judges and our special judges. Now we also have 2 mentors who know all about the hospitality industry, and they will be mentoring our contestants today. And it's safe to say they're in very safe hands, because first we have the first mentor is the restaurant star of 2018, winner of the Catering Circle Season 2, Restaurant Talent Show Awards 2017, owner of Montaz, Newmarket, successful businessman in the catering sector. Please welcome Ziaur Choudhrey.
Assalamu alaikum.
You've won it all, haven't you?
No. Well, still loads to win, yeah. So.
Welcome. Thank you. And our second mentor, another chef specialising in nutrition chef specialised in classical French and Moroccan cuisine, author of upcoming book The Secret of Moroccan Cuisine, and founder of Sinkum, Ahmed Maref.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
No problem, it's a pleasure. So, before we begin the eliminations, those are the judges, those are the mentors. I think it's time we meet the contestants. But before I introduce them, here's a short profile. Before we begin the first round of elimination, I would like to quickly go over to our panel judges to see what they're expecting from our contestants today. So, panel judges, what are we looking for from our contestants? And if you have any tips, if I can start with Mr. Ahmed Chowdhury, please.
Yeah, so basically, we want to know what inspired the individual chef to go for, this innovative dish, why, how, and his method of ingredients and cooking and so on and so forth.
Amazing. And Sister Dilara Khan, what are you expecting from our contestants today?
I think what I'm expecting, obviously, because it's a creative, today's episode is about creative and being innovative. So something truly creative, out of the box, but also with health in mind, so to be a healthy dish as well, so element of health in it as well.
Really a big USP, each dish has a USP. We're looking for that as well.
Yeah.
Great. And finally, Mr. Tofozzul Miah, what are you expecting?
I'm looking for uniqueness, including techniques and ingredients, and the story behind the dish would be a nice gesture to fill us.
Amazing. So looking for good stories, the judges are. So let's go to round one segment. It's all about success stories with their creative dish. So the contestants will be called to the stage. We want to hear your success stories, guys, and the creative dish. I'd like to call to the stage first Faz Ahmed. He's from the restaurant The Akash, all the way from Portsmouth. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
How you doing? You have 2 minutes. Let's hear your success stories with the creative dishes that you've done at your restaurant.
Okay. Hi, my name's Faz Ahmed. I'm from Akash, Portsmouth, Southsea. So I want to talk about 2 dishes from our specials menu. They're fish dishes. So we've got Silty sea bass and tandoori trout. The reason I went for fish is, apart from prawns and king prawns, there's not many fish dishes in Indian restaurants. So obviously high in omega-3, very healthy. Tandoori trout is actually cooked, marinated and cooked in the tandoor, so slowly cooked. The sea bass is also marinated, pan-fried. It comes with a side, comes with the rice. In Bangladesh, we know that fish is very popular, but Bangladesh Indian restaurants don't have it. So the Bangladeshi government did actually fly me to Bangladesh. They paid for my expense, and I went out and I saw the food, and that really inspired me to try and do this. That was the real story behind it. Fish dishes is a challenge because they do take a long time. So we recently knocked our whole kitchen, and then we rebuilt it. We were allowed about 4 more bodies in there, which helped us prepare the dishes. So things like that really helped us. Obviously, we used alliteration, Silty sea bass, tandoori trout, so people will remember it. The techniques behind doing it is quite skilled, which was another challenge we found, skewering a tandoor, a trout in there. We hit quite big success because Portsmouth Football Club we're very closely linked with them, and the owners, the American owners who are very wealthy, and they brought the whole team in as well as the managers. So they had the dishes, they put it on social media. I think one of the media posts got over 100,000 likes. So you can see how massive that affected us. That instantly, that week, the 2 dishes went really high up, and we sold quite a few. Another quite successful thing we had, we actually flew some of our dishes to France by private jet to a customer, and that hit international media.
Thank you.
All the national outlets.
Time's up, I'm afraid. You can finish your last sentence if you like.
Okay, so all the national outlets went for it, and we saw a massive spike in sales having that kind of coverage, which we wouldn't have been able to afford because it was £1 million of marketing.
Very well done. You don't support Portsmouth Football Club, do you?
I do, yeah. I was born in Portsmouth and I go to all the games. We have a very special relationship, yeah. So we'll be back in the Premier League next season.
Good luck. Have a seat. We'll
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next to the stage, please. Ziaur Choudhrey from the restaurant The Wild Time, all the way from Chelmsford. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Evening, judges. Very well, thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay,
2 minutes start now, sorry.
My name is Azad. Obviously, I'm the founder of The Wild Time, which is a concept, it's a street food base, a new trend. And my dish, obviously, is inspired by flavors from around the world, where I actually work a number of big operations. And eventually, I wanted to create something that's current and fun. That's the name come from The Wild Time as herbs. And the dishes I've created is actually so simplified. It can be done by a very professional chef, from a normal person that will actually be in at home with the same kind of flavor, visual contact, texture, everything. And that's what the dish is all about. It's bringing consistency to a level from someone who's very experienced and someone actually done a little bit of cooking. They can do exactly the same. In our business, we know consistency is so massive players. It's not good you're doing an amazing dish and then following day it comes up really bad. So being founder of the street food trend, and this is what and one of my trademark of my dish is actually chicken stripped, deglazed with amazing sauce, fresh garnishes, micro herbs, and served with a complement sauce. However, having said that, that can be served with any kind of flavors. As I said, my background is bringing the flavors around, but that's what inspired me to actually come out with this concept. And it's not only that, it brings consistency. And I believe if you get this dish right, that could be easily rolled out to anywhere, any business, any outlets that can cater these needs. And it can easily become a kind of trademark for those places. As I said, it's an infusion dish, and that really works in my place for sure. And it's got so many feedbacks. We've been testing it, trialing it, and giving it to our guests, getting their feedback, and they absolutely love that dish. And this is obviously the innovation side of it. I'm very passionate about that dish. It's got a bit of tradition in there, and at the same time, it's creative. And most importantly, it can be done by any skills. What I've seen working for a number of places, that consistency fails, and as a result, amazing dish become basic.
Thank you very much. That's your 2 minutes up. What's the dish called, by the way?
It's chicken stripped infusion with amazing secret sauce. I won't give it away until later stage, if that's all right.
Okay, you want to
I'm happy to take questions if you want to hit.
We'll do questions.
Okay, perfect.
On the second round.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Next to the stage, please, can I have Gautam Thakuria? He's from the restaurant Tally Kitchen, Orpington in Kent. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Your 2 minutes.
My name is Gautam. I'm currently working for Tally Kitchen in Orpington, Kent. So last 1 year I'm working here, and my focus on Indian food is a real Indian food. Last 3 years I'm in London, and I have seen almost more than 100 restaurants. And I feel this is not real Indian food. So my intention to bring the real Indian food in London, and I'm quite successful on that. So if I can give some example on my Indian food, like a few Nagamis lamb stew, raw fried yam, Lucknow rajma patties, Northeast dark curry, paneer spinach cannelloni with Indian flavor with Italian way, Malabar mushroom, lamb chorizo Asia. Few of these is like. So I'm quite successful on this, and my recipes was not only typical curry house flavor. Like when I saw here in London Indian restaurants, almost all curry dishes are like same flavor with different name. So my intention and my focus on last 3 years is real Indian food. My root from India, Assam. Yes, I love typical curry house food, but again I'm slightly opposed on basic curry house dishes because nowadays trend is changing. So I want to bring regional Indian cuisine in modern Indian way. For example, Nagamis lamb stew. In my current restaurant menu, we have Nagamis lamb stew with zero oil recipe. Normally, if you think about Indian food, means too much oily, lot of masalas, and when those who are first time coming to having Indian food, they're thinking it's all about masala. For me, it's not about masala, it's all about nutrition food. Like Nagamis lamb stew, Nagaland is a part of India, but again, it's underrated, the Indian cuisine. So I try to bring that Nagamis cuisine in London. I'm quite successful because it's a huge nutrition fact is there, and I'm using new product like fermented ginger, bamboo shoots, bhut jalakia, which is one of the most hot chili in the world. Like if you compare with Mexican chili, it's 33,000 extra chili in Naga lamb stew. Second, like a vegan cuisine, I try to introduce raw fried yam. Normally in Indian restaurant, it's very hard to find yam in Indian restaurants. So I try to put in raw fried yam.
Excellent. That's 2 minutes up. I'm so
thank
sorry
you.
to cut you off, but we have to be fair to all contestants. Is it the Naga flavor you use, or do you use the spice of the
it's Naga flavor, but I'm from Northeast India, Assam, and our neighbor state is Nagaland. It's not Naga chili, it's Naga flavor, Nagaland's flavor in Indian cuisine, but still Nagaland is underrated. So I want to introduce that Nagaland in London curry house in
Thank
industry.
you very much. Excellent. If you'd like to have a seat
Thank you.
back. Next to the stage, please, Minhaz Mia from the restaurant name Maharani from Ipswich.
Sorry guys, I'm a bit nervous. Assalamu alaikum.
Don't be nervous.
I'm Minhaz, I'm from Ipswich, from the Maharani. It's important for me to mention my father, who is the founder of this restaurant, and that's where I started from in this trade. I'm also a NHS worker, so I know a lot about importance of healthy eating and cooking. This dish was created by my father, and he's a very, very massive founder of this dish, and he loves it to pieces. So for me, this is for you, Dad. So I hope you're watching. So important dish is called the handy chicken boona. What is so special about this dish is the fact that we need to recognise mother's cooking. And mother's cooking is where this generation has started from. So why is this important? Because it's important because Indian food and Bangladeshi food comes from home cooking. The natural flavours that we use all was started from myself and from my mother and my dad, who we all collaborate together to create this dish. The unique thing about this dish is the fact that everything is cooked from fresh, and that's how homemade cooking is made from fresh starting. So that's what is very important to recognise. The word handi, where does it originate from? It originates from Bangladesh. We need to show off our culture. We need to show off our cuisine. Most of the time we hear Indian cuisine. This is Bangladeshi cuisine. The freshness of this dish starts from creating with 2 chefs. Yes, it requires a lot of time, a lot of effort, but I believe in promoting the best Indian and Bangladeshi food to our customers. So the dish starts off with marinated chicken with homemade grinded spices, using local spices within our trade, as well as using our mother's knowledge, who supported us making this dish. So traditionally, how this was created was supported by my father and my dad. So going forward, where my support came in as working for the NHS as well is ensuring that it's fit for purpose, ensuring it's healthy for our customers to have. And important with that as well is that we use feedback from customers. Is it nice? Is it healthy? And do they like it? And the most important feedback we got from it is the fact that it was healthy and beautiful to have.
Amazing. Excellent. I thought you were nervous. You did it.
Was I not?
No. And it's
Thank you.
well done. Have a seat. Next to the stage, please. Sabbir Khan, MBE, from the restaurant Zafran, from all the way from Southend-on-Sea. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Wa alaikum salam. 2 minutes start now, please.
Right. Amra main industry te lagi everybody thinks about cost effective. Amra sob shomoy chinta kori je staff kila basaitam, amra jinishta kila bhalo hoito. Amra jinishta kila bhalo hoito jera jane na era kham kila quickly korte pare. So ami start korchi ekta dish naam disi Bangladesh street food. যেটা আমরার আগরাম লোক হইতা মেড়া পিঠা বা সে কইন সই পিঠা উইচ ইজ ইংলিশে কই এটারে বাও বাওয়ার ভিতরে আমি চিকেন হারাইয়া মিট হারাইয়া ডিশ অল ক্রিয়েট করছি ক্রিয়েট করা বাদে আমি ওখানে মনে এক রেসপন্স পাইছি একজন মানুষ দিয়ে আমি আপ টু 4,000 পাউন্ড বিজনেস করতাম পারি জাস্ট ওয়ান পার্সন আর 300 to 400 bows I sell every week. That's my success story for this year. Thank you very much.
You've still got 1 whole minute left, sir, if you want to.
More than enough.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, great. So that's all our 5 contestants. If I can just get some views from our judges of what they thought of the success stories and the dishes that they've mentioned. Mr. Ahmed Chowdhury, please.
I think everyone talked about different dishes, unique dishes they have created, which is very interesting. But in order to make a comment on the presentation, I think it's too early. We have to wait a little bit longer and see how they, made it, what inspired them and things like that, what ingredients they used. So let's wait for that.
What do you think of one is a main fish dishes? I think it was Faz Ahmed from the Akash. He's saying he's concentrating on our Bangladeshi fish, a staple dish of our country, and that's, I think, is his main driving force. What did you think of using fish as the unique
Well,
dish?
it's excellent, and I should say that in the year 1980, I opened the Rajput in Bath, one of the very top restaurants those days, and from day one we started using tandoori trout.
Tandoori
it was
trout,
very
yes.
popular, very popular. But about the other Sibas one is pan fried. So obviously it's oil is used, definitely. So I'll be asking what sort of oil, what kind of oil, and things like that.
Last season, I think we had a lot of fish dishes. Mr. Tofozzul Miah, if I can come to you, and the success stories you heard about the dishes that they're using, what did you think overall was it?
Well, it was good. Everyone has their own unique dishes and they've had their points to make, like our chief advisor of Catering Circle mentioned, the trout. Trout was there from day one, really, across the board. The chicken strip was very interesting for me because he mentioned the consistency, the level of how to make it is quite easy. Another one caught my eyes, the Nagamese lamb stew. What it caught my eye with the zero oil thing, because yes, it's people are very health conscious nowadays, and they are very careful of what they eat, how they eat, what time even what they eat. So, and the handi chicken was very interesting as well, because the young man was passionate about his parents. And I love that, really, when you have a young 21 years old talking about his parents' history and he's lifting that dish to serve to his customers. Very, very interesting. Good on everyone.
Thank you very much. Interesting insights there. Sister Dilara Khan, just quick 20 seconds, what did you think?
20 seconds. I think it's still very early to make a comprehensive kind of opinion, but I think overall it was okay. I wasn't taken back on anything in particular, but I think, let's see, let's wait and see.
Just come up to my left side, the panel judges, Mr. Sabbir Khan. Food in the air, that's what you used to specialise in, but what did you think food on the ground with a unique dish?
I think every one of them have come up with different. I think the Thali kitchen come up with some creativity.
Yeah.
Fishes, I think it's the carbon effect. Otherwise, we should be using and promoting some of their vegetables and fishes which are actually originated from Bangladesh, is readily available. But yeah, trout, sea bass is good. Heads up for a handy chicken. I think that's very passionate and comfort food. It's always good.
Thank you very much. And finally, if I can just quickly get some thoughts from Mr. Arun Dasgupta quickly.
It was quite interesting, actually, the thought process behind the dishes and all. So, the passion behind the tandoori dishes like the trout and the pan-fried sea bass and chicken strips. I like the consistency part, which is very, very, very important. I mean, day one it's cooked in a different way, day two it's cooked in a different way. I mean, the consistency, if the consistency is gone, then you lose your customers at the end of the day. Thali kitchen, quite innovative. Yeah, I've got an opportunity to eat there, so I won't comment much. So yeah, Maharani, handi chicken bhuna. I can see the passion behind the family recipes and all. So that was a good touch. And Bangladeshi street food. I mean, people. I mean, depending on the area, people want a quick bite. So that's good in a way. That it depends what they create actually.
Yeah,
so
very excellent.
Yeah, thank you.
Home kept secrets there. Helal Malik, if I can come to you, Mr. Helal Malik. Just 20 seconds, please.
That's fine, yeah, sure. I think the important thing is that everyone showed a bit of creativity there. Everyone's got their own perception. What actually got me quite interested was how Zafran restaurant in Southend, they're using soy fita, that we all know what a soy fita is. Yeah. They're using it as a bao bun. That's very clever. It's good engineering there. I think that's very good. That got me quite impressed. Yeah. Also, what I loved was the young man from Ipswich. He actually spoke about his family. I think Tofozzul, he mentioned it. It was nice to actually hear a story behind a dish. I think that makes a big difference. So using his mum's knowledge, his dad's experience, and his health, his background in work in the NHS, I think that's got a lot of credit. So I think there's a lot there to be said.
Yep. Excellent. And finally, last but not least, Farhad Hussain Tipubai.
I think everybody said very nice words. So all of them, they're passionate about their creative dish, and well done to all of them. And obviously, you already mentioned, because every dishes they had a story behind it. And to be honest, all of them are done fantastic. So let's see how it goes.
Excellent. Mentors, if I can come to you quickly, what did you think of your mentees? How did they do?
Yeah, no, I think they did excellent. I think it's difficult to get what you want across, but Azad Bhai from his restaurant, I think we've all been looking for years to have consistency and to de-skill.
Yes.
So de-skilling him, sort of, you can be cooked by a head chef and it can be cooked by a commis chef, is very important for every business. So him creating that dish is absolutely awesome. And the hande chicken, obviously, this is the way forward. We have to have authenticity in our restaurants, you know, and the future is authenticity. So both of them did excellent with their dishes. Yeah.
Brother Ahmed, and your mentees, what did you think? How did they come across?
I think Gautam, he raised a point there, which is he said he's originally Indian, which is has the right to defend authentic recipes from India. So I believe, as he told me earlier, I believe like 70% of Indian restaurants are not 100% Indian. So that is a good point there to win this competition. And Ahmed as well, he raised a point as well about the fish. The fish dish, we don't have them in the Indian restaurant most. No. Normally, I think for health and safety, because the bones in it, like explained to me before, he used fillet to win that side and taste. Because I think in most Indian restaurants there are lack of fish dishes. They eat it at home, like Bangladesh eats home law and stuff, but you cannot sell it to the customer.
Hopefully we see more of it.
Yeah, I think hopefully see more of it in the restaurants. You can see like fillet with
Thank you very much.
Indian flavors. Yeah.
We'll come back and pick up on that. That's the first round done. We'll see who makes it to the next rounds after the short break. Welcome back to the Catering Circle Season 8, Episode 4. It's all about Creative Chef. We just had our first round and we're going to see the results are in. All the judges have voted. The results are in, so we'll go straight into the results and see who's made it through and who unfortunately might have been eliminated. Here we go. Ready, steady. Wow, look at the table there. Commiserations to Tally Kitchen from Opington with 66 points. We have joint fourth there with Zafran at 66 points as well. Oh my God, look at the results there. They're all at 66 points, the third, fourth and fifth place. What we will have definitely going through, congratulations to Maharani from Ipswich with 82 points and the Akash restaurant from Portsmouth with 78 points. So the ones who are tied up third, fourth and fifth, if I can have you up to the stage. Tally Kitchen, Zafran and the Wild Thyme, please. All three of them to the stage, please. Right, this has never happened before, so first time, what we're going to have you choose some cards, and whoever chooses the lowest number will be out. If you like to come and pick up the cards, but it ain't over there, because you can always join into another episode if you wish.
No, the other way, they can see the number. Because they are seeing the number.
Okay. Let's shuffle them.
Yes.
One by one. There we go. Thank you. Next.
Keep it. Okay. Don't show it.
You are showing already.
She's choosing the lucky one.
Are we ready? Should we do it all together or one by one? One, two, three. Okay. 4, 3. Unfortunately.
So you got always number one.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Obviously, I really appreciate it. It's a great experience.
No problem. You can always come to another episode to join us.
I think that's really learned a lot from the whole concept of the show.
If you'd like to come up to the mic.
Azad Chowdhury, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, honestly, I appreciate the opportunity for sure. It was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Oops.
Right, that's round 1 complete and done. We shall start our round 2 segment, which is all about marketing with media and technology. So, this round, we'll want to see their marketing tactics with their creative dish, with PR and branding strategies. So if I can have up to the stage, please. The Akash Faz Ahmed, please, from Portsmouth. This time round, you have 1 minute. Okay, starting now.
Okay, so we've done a huge campaign. We worked with gyms, and they actually had a banner in their gyms promoting our healthy menu, which obviously included the fish. We went into schools, so we went into primary school, which I went to, taught the kids. We got media coverage on that, us teaching the kids. Also, the football club's charity wing has a kitchen. We taught people there. Again, that got media coverage. And it's all about our special dishes and teaching these kids how we can do it. We've got YouTube videos on all our dishes. so people can see it. We don't feel like it's a big secret that we need to keep. We are the experts. So obviously, I think our trout dish got 100,000 views or something. That's promoting it further. We actually went on the BBC radio, 250,000 listeners. We had an hour-long special just to talk about how we make the fish. The presenters tasted it. So obviously that's huge media coverage for us. Our local media is quite big with us. So they're going to cover today and talk about the fish. So we're on it, radio, TV, everything.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Amazing. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you very much.
Have a seat. Okay, next to the stage, please. Can I have Tally Kitchen, Gautam Thakuria, please? Welcome back. That was a close call. This time, 1 minute, please.
Thank you. For me, being a chef, my focus always on good food, good presentation. So still I believe the traditional advertisement like word of mouth. If I cooking good food and good presented well, nowadays people are Instagrammable, Facebook and everywhere. But again, I have seen a lot of restaurants, my colleagues, even me also, sometimes I feel if I'm not cooking good food and it should be Instagrammable, it will not work out. So my food should be presentable, tasted good and reasonable price in the market, market area, that focus area. So I'm thinking that way. And second, plus is Instagrammable, Facebook pages and YouTube, maybe some other channel and all, and charity organization. That is second step. So still I'm thinking that we have to think about our traditional marketing value. Then the second part will be advertisement, lot of I can bring the social influencer and all. So this is my current motto in curry house industry and traditional English restaurant or British restaurant.
Thank you very much. Well done. Have a seat. Next to the stage, please. Can I have Maharani restaurant from Mr. Minhaz Miah, please, to the stage. Welcome back, mate. How are your branding strategies and PR?
Well, definitely this is the area I specialise in, not in the kitchen, but this is the most important part for me in terms of the branding and how we go about it. I think what we need to highlight very importantly is customer feedback. And this dish, what we did, we had tasting sessions, we had charity nights where we included the dish to show off our dish, show off how we cooked it. We also collaborated with a lot of colleges who came into our kitchen, who observed the cooking and the style. More than anything, I'm quite lucky to have in my family, who's my wife as well, who's a marketing consultant, to advertise the dish. So where we do that is we use by social marketing, pushing adverts via Google. In this day and age, Google, TikTok, which is very high in nowadays, where people reels in the younger generation, looking at the reels, who are looking for a day out or a night out or evening out with meals. This is the trend now. So we often look at marketing in them formats with the support of a marketer. And more than anything, the biggest highlight is, again, my father, who markets the dish very well because he's got the biggest smile in this industry.
Well done, mate. And last to the stage, please. Sabbir Khan from Saffron Restaurant, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Marketing is mostly Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Google. But plus you need a ethos with your business. Otherwise, you cannot run your business without a ethos, because most important, ethos saves all your times. And the Facebooks and the Instagram and the TikTok, I have my brand, Bangladeshi Street Food. Already I created the brand and it's going to be soon in the market. And I have 30,000 followers in this Instagram. And on a TikTok, I have 40,000 and a Facebook, 20,000 followers for that brand. I'm trying to making this coming out onto the, all the Indian restaurants to these kind of things can make, a kitchen porter can make that kind of dish, save times, save money and everything. Thank you very much.
You still have 30 seconds if you want to just fit in. No? Okay. Have a seat. Okay, that was round 2. I'm just going to go over to our judges and our special judges to get the thoughts on what did you think of their PR campaign and the way they're branding. If I can start with you, Mr. Fahad Hussain Tipaway.
Okay, they already talk about how they are marketing, but I've got a question. I don't know how I can ask the Gautam Takuria, like how he do that.
You can come to the
marketing.
stage.
Yeah, if you
can come to the stage, sir, Gautam.
Because he just mentioned word of mouth, which is good, but obviously nowadays we are all, I think everyone has an account, social media account, and we are all on social media, whether TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Everybody spending at least 1 hour, 2 hours on social media. So how do you do marketing on social media?
So basically, as a chef, again, I tell you that previously I did my focus on good food and good presentation. Secondly, I'm doing charity organization, cooking food for my new trend food. Like school children, I bring that school children and parents, I teach them basic Indian food. This is how I involve with their parents, their grandparents and all. This is how I get the customers very quickly. Second, Instagram, definitely Instagram, everybody nowadays use. But again, I'm focusing on Instagram, that same kind of food in my current restaurant, it should be same, because I have seen a lot of restaurants, their photos, and when you come to the restaurant, their plate, their presentation, yeah. So I feel that challenge there. So definitely, I'm using Instagram or Facebook, but my focus on good food, good presentation with the same consistency.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Have a seat back there. So just a reminder and a recap that our special judges have 40% and our panel judges have 60%. Can we start the voting while we get some questions and some views? If I can come over to our panel judges, Mr. Ahmed Chowdhury, JP, please.
Yes. I wanted to ask Faz Ahmed.
Faz Ahmed to the stage, please.
Yes. How do you allocate your budget for advertising and PR work?
So we would look at the turnover and what profit, and we select about 10%. But we do a lot of things. So we work closely with the university. So we use their staff to do work experience at ours. We know the local media. I have been in the local media in the last 5 years, maybe 100 times, maybe more. But we've never paid for an advert. It's all done with press releases that are done with the university. So we've managed to keep it very tight, a very small budget.
10%?
I'd say about 10%, yeah.
Okay.
But we do a lot because of all the resources we have with our partnerships with the university, with the football club. So the football club will work with us, film in our restaurant, and that's at no cost. The players will come in. I'm actually a photographer. I did a photography degree, but went into the Indian restaurant trade. So that side of it, I've managed to have friends who do video and things like that. So we've been, although it's only 10%, if we had to pay for everything, I think it would well over be maybe 100%, 50% of our budget.
Excellent.
Of our turnover.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I can come to Sister Dilara Khan, please. Would you have any questions, or if you want to give any views of their PR and the way they've marketed via social media? Because some of them mentioned big numbers on followings.
Big numbers and followings. I think what I just want to, just reiterate on Akash's, I think what I really liked about it is the strong partnership.
Yes.
And I think sometimes you can really spend lots of money on marketing, but it's the result that counts. So in terms of partnership and actually making that effort to work with people, I think collaboration, that
Yes,
really
definitely.
came out quite strong. So
That really works.
Yeah.
Mr. Tofozzul Miah, please. Any questions or any views that you want to?
No, look, nowadays you cannot run a business across the world without social media.
Yeah.
At the same time, traditional marketing is very important as well. EPOS has been in our industry for some time. My question was going to be to Sabbir Bhai, that how does he channel and the EPOS marketing, please?
Sabbir Bhai,
He
to the
did not
stage,
elaborate that. That's the reason.
Yes, definitely.
Sorry, can I have the question again?
How do you channel the EPOS marketing?
EPOS marketing. The marketing, which way you mean, like I put the EPOS to save my time, save my staff time, save taking the orders, save counting the old days. We have to do it by the hands. We have to write it down: chicken madras, chicken curry, chicken pilau rice. Then add up the price. Then everything.
No, my question is marketing. That is the saving strategy.
Right.
How do you use your EPOS? Is it a press of a button? You can send messages, your dishes, your photos.
Marketing, we have to.
Because you have a great followers in TikTok, Instagram. Fantastic. You're doing a brilliant job. Don't get me wrong.
But
you mentioned
EPOS marketing, we have to do it through the SMS.
That's what I want to do.
I have in my system about more than 30,000 customers.
So press of a button, you can send a special offer for the night.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Special judges, anyone want to take the mic and throw some questions? Mr. Helal Malik.
Yeah, I think we can see that everyone's got a social presence in their marketing strategy. Thing is, when you actually run a campaign, it can be it can make business go up very quickly, but how do you keep it consistent? I want to ask that to Minaj Mia from Maharani, because you mentioned the part about customer feedback. So how do you incorporate customer feedback? How do you take it on the chin? Because sometimes it can be very positive, and other times it can be negative. So how do you actually incorporate and engage with that customer?
So this trade is very hard. To take constructive feedback from a customer, it depends how you approach it. So it's important to listen to the feedback, to understand what is the feedback saying to you. Is there anything from my point of view that dish could be improved, or is there anything that is not right with the dish? So making a relationship with the customer, taking on their feedback, is one of the most key components of a successful business. So I would strongly recommend, and what we do in our business, we take their feedback on. We work together with my chef, with my family, to understand where the feedback is important, and we rectify it with togetherness and teamwork, because we have to remember this is a team effort, and we can do hundreds of marketing, we can spend thousands pounds, but more than anything, the most important people are the customers of this trade.
100%. Well done, mate.
Brilliant answer. Thank you.
Mr. Sabbir Karim, we have all of them on the stage, so take your shot.
Wow. Well done, guys, for doing all the marketing, PR, etc. Quite a lot of people are doing the social media, because social media is the norm now, and everybody's touching on it. I just want to ask Akash, Faz, you said you don't pay for the marketing or the because I've just picked up on that 10%.
Yeah.
Which is that normal? I thought that was quite a big chunk,
high amount.
On
Yeah. I think the point I was trying to make is we do kind of spend on marketing, but very, very little to what we get. So in terms of, we would have people that are in there, we're not paying them because they're on university experience. If we did have to pay, it would be even more. So we've utilised partnerships with gyms, university. Obviously, they're huge in Portsmouth. There's 25,000 students. We can just ring up and say, I do a role there actually on on a board of business, and I can just say, right, I need a video student. They'll come down. That wouldn't cost me anything. If you did hire a video man the whole day, that'll cost a lot. So I think what I was trying to say is that we use our resources kind of in terms of our budget. We are only one restaurant. I wish I could spend £1 million, but I haven't got that. So again, when we flew the curry, that was all done on partnership. It cost us to fly the curry, cost us £1,000. That's it. The plane should have been £10,000.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I can go to Arun Dasgupta, if you'd like to give them some questions or get some views.
Thank you everyone for making it to round 2. I am quite impressed by Akash basically, by the way they approach marketing actually, quite impressed. And I have a question for Gautam actually. You are more inclined on word of mouth. In the world of social media, you're insisting on good food and good presentation. That's good enough. But if people don't know about your good food and good presentation, then how are you going to run the business basically?
To the mic, Gautam, please.
Sif, I have seen last few years, there are a lot of restaurants, they advertise very well, They're marketing very well, but they are lack of experience, like good staffs, good presentation, good quality of food. When there is consistency is not there, it is not success. So for me, first, I be honest, we have to serving the good food, then the marketing. Even for example, my restaurants. You already had my food, my restaurant. I was not here for 10 days. And your experience was slightly not what we expected. It is not there. So I know that experience. And if I advertise very well, we have a fan follower more than 5,000 or 10,000 within 1 year. But if your experience is not good, so I think it's not a good thing. Only just advertising very well.
Excellent.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Tipubai, would you like? You've done? Okay, I'll give you some questions if you don't mind. So you know your creative dish, the USP. How do you advertise that it's a unique dish? What's so different? Do you do it through bloggers, influencers, or do you just market it yourself through your website, on your menu? So your actual USP of the dish, how do you show that off to the audience? It's open to all four. You could go first. Anyone go first?
Yeah.
Come to the mic, please.
Sorry. The dish first I created, so I have to make a video by myself, and then I present it to my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook, and my website to highlight this dish. And plus, when I do it, the Google extra cost me. When you try to open some restaurants in local, first my one is going to pop up in your advert. It shows this is the creative dish done by the master chef Abdul Sabbir, which is every advert, it pops up in local, whoever open it, and it pops up.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Gautam, if I can come to you, just quick 15 seconds on how you...
So for me, if I compare with current curry house industry, still there's lack of creativity in Indian cuisine. So I want to bring that regional cuisine in London market, and I tested each and every guest. If they ordering 4 courses menu, I giving them small complimentary like my dishes, 50 gram, maybe less than 50 gram, and they tasted it, and once they like this my food, it is become popular within 2-3 months.
Okay, excellent. Faz, if I can come to you very quickly.
So obviously we do quite a lot with marketing. Obviously, all our social media together is about 100,000 in total. So that's quite big. We're on LinkedIn, literally everything you can kind of think of. We really use personalities. So like football club managers who I've mentioned. We've had Prince Andrew in our restaurant. We've had Melinda Messenger. We've had a lot of local people. So all the players. We've even brought Portsmouth football players into our kitchen to cook. Filmed it. It goes on their social media. They'll have hundreds and thousands of followers, and we try and really utilise friendships, I think, as one part of it. And yeah, as much as we can. The Pompey manager, we can bring him in today, tomorrow, anything. I know I keep going on about Pompey, but I'm very passionate about them.
It's a good stream to have.
So yeah, they're huge. They're very, very, for the city, they bring so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Minhaz, lastly.
I think the key to that question is that you need to know who's your biggest marketer, and the biggest marketer is your customers. So ensuring that when I speak to customers is they give me feedback. So what I do with all the tables in the restaurant, with all the takeaways, I leave a little note and asking me, if you like the dish, tell others. If you don't, you tell me. That's the most important thing. They are my customers. So how I work with networking, I collaborate with all the restaurants, I work with the local businesses as well as the NHS, promoting our dishes, promoting our healthy eating, as well as boost marketing, which is very big nowadays, which is particularly on the Google side. If you look at statistics, nearly 60% of us spend at least 3 to 4 hours on our phone. And by push marketing, very likely your post will come up. So what I do in that post, I push my dish, I sell it, I show off, and I know it's the best. There's a reason why it's the best, because we're successful in this trade.
Thank you very much. Well done. Now, Excellent, guys. If you can have a seat.
Thank you.
That's round 2 complete. All the judges have voted and the results are in. So I think we should all have a look. Ready? Steady. Go. Oh, commiserations to Zafran. But hang on, not again. It's a tie with 3rd and 4th place. But the 2 that are definitely going through, congratulations to Maharani and the Akash with 94 points, 82 points. If I can have Tali Kitchen and Zafran back on stage, we are going to have you pick 2 cards again. We're just going to give them a quick 3 cards.
Yeah.
You give them a good shuffle, please.
Yeah.
You're having fun, sir. Looks like he's choosing the 3 of them.
He's taking it very seriously.
No, one.
Keep it close to your chest. Don't show us just yet. Right, guys, the one with the lowest score, unfortunately, will be eliminated from round 2. So let's see who's made it to round 3. Can you reveal your cards, please? We've got
3, 1.
Oh, sorry, Gautam. Commiserations.
The second time I'm lucky.
Yes.
I think it's the shades. The shades.
Yes. Must be the sunglasses, Sabbir bhai.
No, because of the spotlight in my eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Excellent. Have a seat. Gautam, it's not over. You can always join us in another episode. Excellent. What a round 2 we've just had. A lot of firing questions, and then to end it off with 2 cards to be chosen. Now, that's round 2 finished. So we have 3 contestants who've made it to the final. We can go into the round 3 segment, which is all about cost management, revenue growth, and future trends. So how are we achieving optimal profits through cost management and revenue increase? So if I can have to the stage for this one, please, the Akash Faz Ahmed again. This time 1 minute again. Okay. All about cost, revenue and revenue increase.
Okay, so as we know, fish is not very cheap. We do charge a premium to reflect that. How we've cut cost is we've put on a big plate, the fish is served out. So you've got the rice already with it, and you've got a side and a salad, so it fills up the plate. The side and the rice is actually smaller than what we would normally serve out. So we've managed to kind of cut it to make it affordable, because if we did charge how much it would be, it'd be even more. Most times when people go to an Indian restaurant, they don't really finish everything, you know, so there's less wastage on there. Certainly helped us get new customers with the presentation. So we've been, you know, we've taken photos, videos on how to cook it. We do get 4 times margin on it. But because it is one of our most expensive dishes, it does bring in the turnover. So our turnover is fairly high, and we do a very good margin on it. So to save time, we pre-marinate as well. So that gives us on the actual cooking.
So finish your sentence.
Oh, sorry.
Time up.
Oh, yeah. So what I was going to say is we save time by pre-marinating it, and then we have in the chefs, we don't have everyone fully skilled. So we've got commie students who would work and do them little bits. So we don't have to pay full chef wages, because if everybody was on full chef wages, we might not be here.
Good to finish off there. So we'll pick up where we left off later.
Okay.
After a short break, we'll be back soon. Welcome back. We are in the 3rd and final round. We have on stage Minhaz Miah from Maharani Restaurant. So if we can hear something about your cost management and revenue increases with your creative dish, please. Starting now.
So with all businesses and restaurants, profit loss sustainability is a key part of our success. So in managing this dish, as whenever you start a new project or a new dish, you always start off with a loss. So so how we started this, my father, he went back home. The dish itself called the handi. He went home and he purchased about 300 to 400 of handies, which is known as a pot. So that was the biggest saving, as well as that it gave him a free holiday. So he quite enjoyed it as well, but the pocket money came from myself. So that's one of the efficient ways of effective practice. We also work with our local suppliers. We agreed a contract with them in terms of ensuring that they have an agreement for the next 6 months that we'll be using our local suppliers. So that gives them a good trust relationship that we're not going outsource, we're using local suppliers and we're working together to make each other's business successful. The pricing strategy is a very difficult one because I always believe in pricing fairly for our public. At the end of the day, customers in this day and age with the cost of living, we've got to ensure that we are fair to our customers. So the pricing aspect is we look at how much the dish costs and how much profit margin is acceptable.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. You just got the last bits in there. Have a seat. We'll call you back on stage at the end. Last but not least, can I have Zafran Restaurant, please? Mr. Sabbir Khan. Well done for making it this far. Two lucky cards. Last 1 minute, starting now.
Assalamu alaikum. আমরা সারাইও চিন্তা করি যে কস্ট এফেক্টিভ কিলা করতাম আমরা ইন্ডিয়ান রেস্টুরেন্ট সো এর ক্ষেত্রে আমি ক্রিয়েট করছি বাংলাদেশি স্ট্রিট ফুড যেটার কস্ট একটা 6 ফিটার কস্ট হইল কি 8 পয়সা আর এটার মাঝে ফিলিং যায় মাত্র 10 গ্রাম চিকেন আর প্লাস সস আর 2 পিস কিকুম্বার which is cost me total dish which is 30 pence. And I sell it to the market is £6. So it's total profit in there and it's cost effective, saving staff, saving electricity, saving gas, everything. It's very cost effective. Nobody can make that brand. Thank you very much.
Again, you have a few seconds. No? Okay, well, can you stay on the stage, please? He's so eager to go today. Okay, so if I can have Faz and Minhaz back on stage, please. What we will have, that's the third round finished, but we are going to have a crossfire section, open floor questioning. Welcome back. Well done for making it to this stage. If I can open the floor to all the judges, we can start off with the panel judges. I'll start on my far right, please, Mr. Tofozzul Miah.
All right, okay. This is to every one of you, really. Well done, congratulations. And mind you, it's not about winning. It's about sharing your ideas to the caterers and the wider community. What do you think? What trend do you see coming in the future for your own businesses? Yeah, you can start, Faz.
Come to the mic.
As you can see, I've got...
my question is to every individual.
Yeah. As you can see, I've got my chef jacket on. We know there's a shortage of chefs. I'm British-born with a degree, but I still know I could be a tandoori chef, I could be a main chef. So the only way I see the trend is the staffing the chef teach. You know, we've had Romanian chefs who are Indian chefs. We've trained up from scratch. We've had English, 2 or 3 English, completely from scratch. So if we want to survive, we need that passion to get the chefs through. I think that's key, especially for our business. We've done it, you know, our kitchen sometimes has been 30% Bengali, 70% other races. Yeah, so... You know, I've got the chef jacket to show, look, I'm British-born. I did a degree, but I went into that field. We can all do it. We need that creative chef to come through. I'm very passionate about it. And my sponsors will be happy because they've got airtime on it as well. So I had to.
And I'm sure they will look after you now.
They will look after me, yeah. The university might get more Bangladeshi students.
Minhaz?
Relating to your question, there's 2 things that I think that's very important for me, and I think it stands out more than anything. Number 1 is, sorry, I lost my words there. I'll go to number 2. Actually, I remember number 2. So number 2, I forgot that as well.
No, my question was, what trend do you see coming in the future for your business?
What trend?
Yeah.
So the way I see it as that in this day and age, that the is developing new chefs. So with us, with the Maharani, what we do, we collaborated with Suffolk New College, which is the biggest college in Suffolk, where we send 2 of our chefs to work with the current students, up to 3,000 students in the cohort, and we work with the students to teach them authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine. We need to highlight this because this is what customers and this is what the public want, is good, authentic cuisine. Promoting them creating and innovating ideas, promoting new chefs in the new trade. It doesn't matter what your background is, where you come from. This is the area where the skill market is currently lacking, and this is something the Maharani is very pleased to share, that every year we are producing, not for the Maharani but overall for Ipswich, who has Indian skilled trades, nearly 15% are being passed on to other sectors of the field.
By a trend, Ami Dekra Amra industry lagi very hard time in future. But Amra Dorkaro lagi ekon home time, home zinishe, home rio, Amra Shevolore Killa create horta. So industry tamar Salish Posorigis. Our Salish Posoroma Ami Dekra Ami Indian National Kitchen, I am a full chef. But Amra Khari Bananita Gele Katore Marore Dorore. Ita শেষ করিয়া আমি ও যে বাংলাদেশি স্ট্রিট ফুড যেগুলো ক্রিয়েট করছি আমি যদি আমার ইন্টেনশন হইল কি মেয়েরারেও কিচেনে আনতাম মেয়ে অখলরে যদি কিচেনে আনি এর বাদে ছেলে অখলরে কিচেনে আনি বহুত যদি মিলিয়া কাম করতে পারো না এটা ডিশ বানাইতে আমি যেটা ক্রিয়েট করছি মাত্র 3 মিনিটস লাগে একটা ডিশ বানাইতে অনলি 3 মিনিটস ইন 1 আওয়ার আমি কতটা ডিশ বানাইতে পারবো এখন আপনারা চিন্তা করোকা আর কতটা সেল করুন এট দ্য প্রেজেন্ট আই এম সেলিং 4 to 500 pounds every week, and that saves a lot of time because up to 3 to 4,000 business, if you want to do it, I can run you with the one person. Indian restaurant, if you want to do it, 3 to 4,000 business, you need 4 person in the kitchen. You cannot run without a 4 person. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Do you, just a quick one, do you steam or fry that baos? How do you?
Stream, like I said, is soy fita or mera fita. We have to do it in steamer. In old days in Bangladesh, it's called gayari. But in here, it's called steamer. Thank you very much.
And it's healthy.
It's very healthy. It's very healthy because the sauce I use is mostly vegan. Everything is vegan. Any kids can eat. He have the allergy with anything. If he eats that, I can guarantee he never gonna get allergy. And plus, if anyone says in this hall, this one is not tasty, I'll cut my hand. That's a guarantee.
This one is not tasty, no, I'm joking.
I invite everyone to come to...
I wish you brought some for us.
We'll do the demonstration.
Next time.
Well done. So guys, just to remind you that the 60% votes here with the panel judges and 40% votes are here with the special judges. So whatever questions they're giving you, do answer precisely and keep them happy, okay? And if I can go over one from the special judges, please, take your pick.
Obviously, you guys are doing a great job and promoting your individual dishes, individual restaurants, and that's well done to all three of you. Obviously, there's a potential when you introduce a new dish, you have a potential of spike the business potentially going high. How do you decide what price should it be? Because you've mentioned that you had to invest and you had to start low because your father went to Bangladesh and there was a cost involved as well. You have to take that into the factor. So how does it reflect on your business over a period of time, introducing a new dish onto the menu?
My brand I created, which is lowest, anybody can start with this business for £3,000. That's the lowest. And he can increase that dish within like week for the marketing. If you do a proper marketing, within a week you can make your sale up to 200 baos. That's the easy way and most profitable. Most profitable nowadays. With the one person, if you do a 4,000 business, how much money you can make it out of it is £6 per bao and it's cost only 30 pence. Thank you very much.
Is that because, if you come to the mic, is that because your cost is so low, or is it the way you are branding it, or is it the way you are promoting
where
it?
I brand it, where I was branding, because my intention is I run the organization, it's called British Bengal Curry Award, which is my intention was I landed on this industry to make cost effective on everything. Because if you buy your own stuff from yourself, you save money. If you buy it from suppliers, you cannot make money. Because if you buy sacks of onion by yourself, it's 10 quid. If you buy it from suppliers, it's 18 quid. If you buy a box of green peppers, if you buy it yourself, it's 5 quid. If you buy it from suppliers, it's 15 quid. So that way, you have to save your own money.
Excellent. Faz, Mr. Sabbir Khan's question.
Yes, so we normally 4 times what it costs us. That's like a general rule of thumb. We don't ever go low. We don't need to. We can promote it heavily. You know, we could pick up the phone and the local papers will run it. Local radio will run with it. So we've got that. We've been open 46 years now. So we've got a very long customer base, very strong customer base. There's people still coming in from the first day it opened. There's still coming in now. My dad, who founded it, he's serving 3-4 generations now. So, you know, we're busy. We don't need to go low. Why would we want to make a loss? You know, we're not a new business. You know, so 4 times the general amount, we can get hard on the marketing very quick. Within a few weeks, we can see that dish just go high. We can say to any celebrities we have or anything, please tweet about this dish you've had it. You know, you like it. We'll send them free samples, whatever. So we can get that really up quite quick, and it will be selling.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Confident in that. Minhaz, if you want
to. It's important to mention that we don't compromise on the quality of the dish. So we always look for ways to cut corners or to reduce our costing of the dish. But let me rectify again that when we created the dish, the starting point was a negative loss for us. And there's a reason for that, because whenever someone comes with an idea, you have to put it out of your own pocket. That's number one. And investment is the key criteria for this success. So we started off as a negative, and as we build with marketing and support, the dish recognized and got more awareness. And from that, the dish itself covered its cost. Yes, it requires a lot of attention and support. It requires 2 chefs to work together. Managing the cost is a bit more higher, but that's reflected on the dish prices. So we ensure that the dish is reflected fairly on the price, but as well as considering that it doesn't also affect our customer base, because Ipswich is a slightly deprived town, and we also need to ensure that we make it affordable for everyone. And let's share the profit with everyone. At the end of the day, that's very important.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
very
Thank you.
much.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'll come. Would you like? You can go for it. Yeah.
My question to all 3 of you is, do you take seasonality into consideration while creating your dishes? Because seasonal food is more tasty and it's more cost effective, I believe. Like Akash, you mentioned you have trout on your menu. Trout is best suited during the autumn period, but do you have trout throughout the year?
I'll just give you
For
20
example,
seconds each for the question.
Yes, we have it throughout the year. We sell it throughout the whole year, so we wouldn't chop and change it too much, and we do. But seasonality, we do try different things, because over the summer we go quiet, and obviously Christmas time is very busy. It's harder to make them kind of things. But yeah, we generally stick what we have. Sometimes we'd have a special menu if we're doing a charity night, because we've got 100 plus people in the restaurant, so that stuff wouldn't be on there. So in terms of weather season, no, but depending on the situation, and it could be a Tuesday and we've got 100 people booked in, which we've had. On a Monday we'd have a lot of people booked in. On a weekday, and we would take things off. That would take longer.
And how do you cost your menu, by the way? Do you use a special software or by hand? Or
yes, we do software. My brother's the more accounting side. He's a clever one, and I'm more just the grafter, I think, the hard one. So he's got accounting software and he's got all that in place. I personally couldn't tell you. So he does what he does. I don't get involved. I do what I do. Otherwise, we'll be fighting, I think.
Thank you very much. And my question to the other 2, how do you calculate your margin, basically?
No, 15 seconds each.
So for that, we have an accountant. That's where I pick his brain. I also have an Excel analysis of my takings and the profit margins I take. I look at the performance of each week. So each time of the year, you need to understand the season of the weather. So during the peak time of the year, around October to December, which is the best time where the profit margins are higher, profits are higher. And during this period, we're slightly more higher, where the barbecue season here is more lower. So during this period, we'd use marketing, PR to boost our promotion. And as well as that, we would cater for the current situation. For example, we do little lunch boxes and make it as much as affordable during that period.
You can have a question from this side that you can go first on. Sister Dilara Khan, would you like to ask them any question?
Most of the questions I wanted to ask have been asked, but I think I was impressed with Brother Sabbur's soy fita and the price that it's actually 30 pence. But you said in terms of local Google optimization. So in terms of your margin, how much are you actually paying in terms of Google optimization? Is it?
I pay monthly £196 for the pop-up advert, and that
come to the mic, please.
That gives to the customer boost up, because when everybody opens in local any advert, my advert goes in first, boost up in everybody's. If you open for something, pops up my dish. Every time I create a new one, because it's seasonal at the moment, it's tropical seasonal. I created mango bao, apple bao. So when it's winter time comes, I create this, because that's why I created this street food, to make anything you can make any season. That's why it's so seasonal, because and every Asians, every English people loves this dish, because it's anybody can eat.
Excellent.
Older generation, younger generation, babies, no problem.
So your fillings, you're actually changing your fillings.
I can change
with
the
bao
filling.
with season.
With the season. Anything I can change it. That's why it's easier to make it and easy to distribute onto the community. And once you have it, you'll love it.
If I can come to Ahmed Chowdhury,
Yes,
please.
I have a question for all three of you.
Okay.
In what way do you think your dish could influence others, meaning other restaurants, and help the industry?
My dish is for helping other industries, because that's why I created name of the Bangladesh. And this industry is created by Bangladeshis. And my intention is every Indian restaurant should have this sort of seasonal baos, or you can do it with their meat, chicken, prawn, king prawn. And it's easy to make, and plus it's huge profit, 500-600% profit in one. That's the more important, because we are suffering in our industry with the cost nowadays, onion cost, meat going up, chicken going up. We cannot control it.
Okay, thank you. But do you use flour?
No flour is anybody can use. It's everything is gluten free. It's only my special recipe. I created.
But how do you make? Do you make a dough?
I make this dough especially. I buy it. It's made with the rice flour.
Yeah.
Rice flour. So yes, you use
Minhas,
flour.
if you wanna.
Answer to your question for me is ensuring collaboration with all the Indian restaurants. So like the Catering Circle show, like the other specialities within the trade, is networking more than anything. And we're in it for one goal, is to promote our culture. Like the brother said it as well, promote our Bangladeshi cuisine as well. This is so important with this trade, is to show off our skills, show off our chef, show off our food, work together, embrace our culture, embrace what we're trying to achieve in this industry. And second of all, as well as how I would network, is ensure we go back to square one, is authenticity in Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine. We're very looking forward to creating new innovative ideas, but forgetting the root cause of what the food actually comes from is fresh spices, ground spices, quality food, quality meat. We can't forget that. And our name in this industry has to stay strong. So it's important to show that we are using good quality sources, good reliable people, and networking is a must.
So I want to see more fish dishes. I know when we go home, we have plenty of fish dishes. You know, a doctor told me once, he's Pakistani, he went to a Bangladeshi house and they cooked him 15 different types of fishes. You know, so I was lucky enough, as I say, I went to Bangladesh and toured it, the government sponsored me to take. I just saw fish everywhere. And there should be reflected on that. You know, we eat fish, it's good for you, high in omega-3. I know it's a bit difficult, you know, we haven't put, you know, actual Bangladeshi fish because of the bones, health and safety. It's a bit harder when you have kids. I don't want anyone choking in my restaurant. But we should, you know, we've infused it with Bangladeshi spices. We use garlic and ginger. We use similar cooking method, just different sort of type of fish. So I really want to see more fish dishes out there, reflect Bangladesh. You know, there's a lot of fishermen out there. That's their trade. Yeah. You know, Cox's Bazar, longest beach in the world. I saw a lot of people fishing in there.
Excellent.
So let's get more fish.
Okay, thank you.
If I can come over to my left side to the specialist, Mr. Helal Malik. Something to do with the cost management, the revenue increases. If you would like to ask them their insights.
Yeah, I think the guys are doing a fantastic job. I was a little bit surprised. Obviously, you're very talented. You're covering a lot of social media and you've got a lot of reaches and everything else. But no one's actually talked about trying to reduce your carbon footprint, because that's a massive impact on businesses right now. And I'm surprised that no one's actually mentioned that in any of the rounds. So what's your take on that? How would you use carbon footprint to try and maximise profit and minimise cost? It's an open mic, so go for it, guys.
Faz, I'll let you come up first.
So sustainability is very important. We know that. So we've transferred from plastic containers to 50% foil containers. The baggage we've changed. We do see it a lot. That's a very good point that you've actually come, because customers say, put ours in a box. Put ours, we don't want it like this, or we don't, because they are very conscious, and that's something our industry probably needs to be a bit more aware. So it's a very valuable question, and we should be doing more. We could be doing more, and we're just trying, things like packaging is what we're really focused on at the moment. I think we could be doing more. You're 100% right there.
Thank you.
So I think packaging is probably the biggest one we've cut ours.
Brilliant, thank you.
Minhaz, if you want to.
I think we're all guilty of this carbon footprint, but as equally, it's important that we all take our fair share in improving this effect. So what we do and how we try to minimise it is that most of our suppliers that we use for our packaging are firstly local sourced, and we also recently signed a new contract in terms of that, ensuring that our packaging is eco. So ensuring that it's eco, that we are protecting our planet. Yes, on the cost side, it's a bit more expensive. And more than anything, what I also do is I try to promote customers in bringing their bags in and to recycle and to get their bag. And we contain a bag for them. And as an incentive for that, we offer them a little discount. And not only am I promoting goodness to the customers, I'm also saving our planet, and it also shows recognition.
Excellent. Mr. Bro, I'll just give you the chance for 20 seconds because the votes are flooding in now. Last 20 seconds, please.
Assalamu alaikum. They footprint of the Yobai Hussein Amara Helal Baye plastic taki foil, but I always foil use korsi. Rekhon use kori ami paper otta. Paper container, because for the bow is most important is the paper one. Wrap it with the paper and put it in the paper containers, and it's recyclable. And plus, I made it my own brand, because if you buy it from suppliers, it's cost more. If you buy your own brand, it's cheaper. When you make your own brand, it's cost you order 100,000, it's really cheaper. And if you buy it from suppliers, it's always expensive. So I use paper bag, paper containers, and everything is paper. It's not like recycling. It's everything completely. No more aluminiums, no more plastic, nothing. All papers.
Excellent. Well done, guys. That was quite nerve-wracking. Well done, judges. Thank you for the questions. I think all the votes have come in now, so we are going to go and see who has made it and will be crowned the winner. Okay, ready? Let's have a look at this. I hope it's not another tie. And it's not. Congratulations, the Akash. Faz, well done. And commiserations to Zafran and Maharani, Sobrbai and Minazbai. We can see you in another episode, hopefully, inshallah. But Faz, if you'd like to come to the stage, congratulations. So if I can quickly go to the mentor for Faz Ahmed, please. What a win.
Well, I think, he does. He covered all the angles, to be honest. And I like his jacket. He showed his skill in the stage, which is good. I mean, well done. He listened to some advice and he implemented it, and I think he's done well.
Another fish dish making it through?
Yes, exactly. He mentioned the idea, I think, is more important, the bones in the fish.
Yeah.
Wild fish. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, he did very well.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
And apologies.
Yeah, no, I don't think you need to apologize. I think he done so well.
They did.
I think it was, and he won the first 2 rounds as well, and coming so close. But for a 21-year-old to be in front of all these people, and the way you spoke really eloquently, and really, really well done. And congratulations to the winner. I wanted to ask a question.
Fire ahead, go on.
So, is it soy fita or bao buns? Because they're two different things, isn't it?
Yeah, but basically, soy fita.
Come to the mic.
If I don't say to our communities soy fita, they won't understand. Baobon.
No, everybody understands. I think people know.
People nowadays,
what
like
bao buns
older
are.
generation, doesn't know what is baobon is.
Yeah, no, I
But
think everybody knows.
my one is I created is for older generation to babies.
Yeah.
If it's 9 months old baby have it, they won't get any problem.
Okay.
How come it's called so zippy?
Eh?
How come it's called so zippy?
We'll have to. This is off the record.
30p.
Faz, I need you to be on stage. Let's give him his time. Please, Faz Ahmed, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just say a few words on your win today, please, mate.
I'd like to thank the judges. I was quite nervous, but my mentor especially, he gave me some really good tips, and I'll put them all down. I'd like to thank everyone at the restaurant. I think it's not just me; it's a team effort. They're not here. Like I said, my brother, you couldn't get him here, but he equally works as
I'm sure
hard.
he's proud of you, man.
Yeah, thank you, and my father as well, the founding.
Definitely.
He's the pioneer. We can't forget the forefathers who
No.
started the industry. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
That's a great note to end. If I can get closing comments. If I can get closing comments from our judges, please. Can I quick 10 seconds
I
each,
think
please?
it's been a wonderful episode, and you did all of you did very well. We are impressed.
Dilara.
So congratulations to you, Faz. I think you all did excellent in terms of the dishes, I think, but that's how it goes.
Mr. Tofozzul Miah, closing
Yeah,
comments.
like Afa said here, really, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And it's not about winning. It's about sharing your experience, helping the other caterers and the wider community. I think you've done excellent job, and congratulations to Faz Bhai and commiseration. But we want to see you guys coming back and showing some new innovative ideas like you shared today, especially the young generation. We welcome them to the Catering Circle. You enlighten us going forward, keeping our industry alive. Well done.
Thank you very much. If I can go to my special judges, Mr. Helal Malik, I'll start with you. Quick 10 seconds, closing comments for us, please.
I think, you know what, the most important thing is that everybody's a winner that comes on this show, because it's about sharing knowledge, and you've all done really well. Good luck for the future, and I think you've definitely set a trend, so well done.
Thank you very much. I'm so sorry, they've just told us that we've had a packed show. It's been amazing. Thank you guys, congratulations to all of you. Thank you to our special judges, our panel judges and our mentors. Thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you in our next episode, which is to do with food safety and health safety in episode 6 of August, episode 5. Good night.